Hello everyone and welcome to a tour, a final and actual official tour of the vanilla rebuild settlement on the castle. This is one that we did a while back, and of course I never got around to actually touring the damn thing. Now this is undecorated because decorating vanilla is hellish and there are a lot of people here, so the chance of things being knocked over pretty high. So we are at the castle, and this is the view from, well, that's the old main gate right there. So that's the angle we're at. That's the front door's over there. We're going to go in there in a minute. So this is what the whole interior looks like. Now there's more crap inside the walls that we're going to see. So let's go ahead and get started. Run down over here and go to the main gate, which looks pretty nondescript. So the concept behind this thing was that this is the Minutemen's first attempt post Institute destruction at establishing a headquarters, main base, whatever, and it just seemed appropriate to put it around the radio tower, the broadcast tower. So the entryway has a guard, checks in, whatever. You got a waiting area for visitors or I don't know what. Passes security scan, Mr. Guy here. And then the entrance is a marketplace. As soon as you walk in, you can buy things. Because, all the supply lines come here, all the settlements pay tribute or whatever, and these guys do their own sorts of commerce. So these little shacks here, these little form factors, were stolen from the marketplace over at Salem. So if you go to Salem and you look at that little marketplace down there by Barney Rook's house, these couple of these little buildings were definitely just straight up ripped off from them. But we got a bar, a clothing vendor, a junk vendor, the usual stuff. On the left side, you walk in here into this little protected area, and then you've got armor and weapons here. Gun store on the left, armor shop on the right, with my usual little tiny buildings and those little things. I really like this sort of shack wall with the counter jammed through it, and turrets friggin' everywhere. Turret there, missile turret there. So anyone who wants to buy a weapon and get salty, they're going to have a really bad time. Let's go to the left. I did use the original asphalt concrete pathways as a template because that seems to be the traffic pattern for this place. So it kind of built up around there, and I will make a playlist of the streams where I built this thing that I'll link in the description. This missile turret here has amazingly good sightlines to the door and down this way here. The back of the armor shop guy is here with, armor repairs while you wait, and shelves for inventory, and a display model, and his bed and his stuff here. And then on the left over here, just a little blocked off area there. And this goes to the back, to the outside, where the guards will patrol. I'll show you that in a second. But again, the armor vendors, pretty much the same thing. Repairs while you, the weapon vendor. Repairs while you wait, blah, 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 blah. And this is where the guards will patrol, and they will in fact walk over here and go up on top of this guard station, which of course looks over, again, that main traffic pattern in the marketplace. So in terms of protection and monitoring, they are actually pretty well sited for security purposes. I didn't really do anything with Ronnie back here because, you can't really do anything with her. So her area is just empty, whatever, don't care. And this random dog just kind of sitting there. On the left over here, they have started working on power armor. So they have a workbench station here and a workbench station here for maintenance, storage, whatever. And then the power armor frames themselves go up in here in this sort of airy construction. But it works pretty good. It works pretty good. So that's the entrance area. Now we keep going here down the side streets, and on the left is the radio tower. So the first thing I built, of course, was to completely barnacle the crap out of the radio tower, so it looked like that was the pivotal structure, which it kind of is, because this is what they need to do. So you go in here, and the radio operator sits here. This is his house. This is his bed. He never actually sleeps in it because he's always sitting in that chair, but whatever. But you can see the bones of the original radio tower here, with everything just kind of barnacled onto it. They got a bathroom back here and a little sitting area here. Well, they can look at this little garden. It's kind of fancy, as those things go. Back under here, and then you go back down the side of the place, and there's a bunkhouse underneath this part for the 2 guards that are on this side of the settlement. Then this is going to be a long tour. This thing got really out of hand. And then there's another guard station up here, looking out over the broken hole there that I did not fix because why? And on the inside here, another guard station looking over the main drag, where the missile turret is. And they've got a little sitting area for whatever, I don't know. Just seemed like a good place to put a desk, so I put a desk there. Then we have some crops. These are like, you know, bonus, fresh farmed, local, or organic, whatever, in this little patch of dirt between the two places. Seemed like a good place to put something that wasn't a building. And then that farmer lives in here, where he's got the rudimentary sort of setup with a chem station and a thing there. And up here, another missile turret looking out over the open gap. So it's got pretty good point defenses in every, you know, sort of visual thing. Oh yeah, and they have another restroom here. Just, you know, whatever. It's a restroom. Not much to say about it. Back in here is the official commandant's area, which was the original commandant's area, the original gathering area for the Minutemen when they were here. So I turned it into a reception area with, you know, grating over the window. This would be the purser's office, I guess, with record-keeping stuff and computers and storage and file cabinets where they can, I don't know, check weapons or deal with administrative stuff that is waiting on the commander's leisure. Some vending machines for the people waiting in there. And then in here is the original commandant's office, which we have definitely changed a little bit. You've got the desk here for the assistant, another waiting area, and their office is this thing here with their own personal workbench and the desk and the chairs and the storage, you know, where they put memorabilia or whatever. Pretty much aped off the National Guard armory sort of look, but came out pretty good. And then the this door goes to the tunnel where you go down underneath the place. So it's hard to get to that tunnel. You just can't walk into it. The commandant, him or herself, has their own personal bedroom with the best furniture they could scavenge out of the vaults, I guess, and some newish looking stuff, some futuristic stuff. Just a little sitting area, nothing, no great shakes there. I mean, it's the castle, yeah. And then outside, we've got this thing, which is the supply depot. You know, where they have lots and lots of storage, crates, stuff shipping in and out, whatever. Another guard here looking over the entrance and the traffic pattern there and the back here. So again, another really good sightline for the guard up here. They don't often use this one though. I don't know, maybe they can't path up to it. Haven't figured that part out yet. Around the back here we've got this, which is, of course, the main supply depot. Barnacled this bad boy up around the workbench, so I put some more workbenches in here for processing supplies as they come in, or what have you. A couple of attendants sit in the chairs at the desk there, more stuff waiting to be stored, and the shelving units on the back wall, which I really like these metal walls. I like the way the shelves look with these metal walls. That center support really does make it look like a cohesive unit, so pretty pleased with that. This goes to the back guard for the marketplace, which, of course, again, good sight lines, really good defensive potential. Now, inside here, on the left, we've got our doctor, our, you know, clinic, such as it is, with your small waiting area, a couple of patient tables, chemistry station, his supplies, his little station here. Not terrible, not too shabby. And another waiting area, reception area here. I put lots of places for my guys to sit, because I like at night they wander around and sit in the chairs. This would be the barracks and the staff quarters, as it is, such as it is, with your bog standard cots and containers and you know, clothes. There's one pod there for 2 people. 3 of them sleep in here, which is again the same standard stuff because they're supposedly theoretically troops, so they're going to have a sort of standardized gear out. And then 4 of them sleep in here. This is also for visiting troops or people on leave or I don't know, whatever. Not much to speak of, just a nice little tiny room that's kind of well lit. And yeah. And then their gathering area, recreation area, whatever is here. The mess hall, I guess you can call this, because you got your stove, you got your supplies, lockers, communal eating area, cleanup area, storage for utensils and stuff, and another just lounging area. Read magazines, you know, use the desk to write home or make holotapes or whatever, I don't know. And I think that's about it. I think that's everything. I think I covered everything because this place got really out of hand. This is about, I want to say a size bar and a half. It wasn't really terribly overbuilt, but it is dense and scrappy and, you know, Minutemen themed, which is kind of what I was after. And yeah, that's it. Okay. So let's go outside and we'll do an abbreviated night tour because this video is almost probably too long as it is. And I'm pretty sure I got everything. I'm pretty sure I remember to do everything here. So again, this is what it looks like from the top. I'm going to park it here, center it up, and I will be right back. And here we are at night. Now this, of course, since this is a communal marketplace and gathering area and whatever, it is much well lit, much better illuminated than my normal builds are because they're not hiding this. There's no way they're gonna conceal this from the masses. And okay, so here's the entrance, and this is what you see at night. Now the moon's out and it's pretty bright out here, so this is not indicative of what it normally looks like at night. But we're just going to cruise through here real quick and just show you the lighting because you've seen the architecture. I like the fact that they do gather pretty well in the market because the bar, that's the bar, so they all tend to hang around the bar there. But actually, you know what you do is let's go up the stairs and look at it from a different angle. Sometimes that can be instructive and useful. But this is what it looks like from the back. I guess this will be the east wall. I don't know. I don't have the compass on. I can't tell. But it's a nice clustered little, you know, town-ish settlement thing. This is another one I stole from Salem. The gun store and armor store looking pretty good at night. Pretty well lit. There's Ronnie wandering around aimlessly as she does. Traffic patterns down here. We'll go down the back. Well lit inside there. And then the armor shop looks like this. Just, you know, track lights, spot lighting, accent lighting, focus lighting. Not the washed out bare bulb stuff. The power armor frame shop, of course, very well lit at night because they need to work on these things 24 hours a day. So, yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I do like the fact that this place has its own independent workbenches. It's got its own side gig, as they say. Come down here, and then we'll go down the radio tower. It has its own lighting, and it's pretty well put together. But again, accent lighting, spot lighting, and focus lighting on him and them. Bathroom's kind of lit, so in case you got to do your business in the nighttime. Under here, the barracks part is, you know, lit. I don't know what to say, not much to say about it being lit. It's like, oh look, it's lighting. The restroom, of course, here, so they can see it at night. And then this guy doesn't have much lighting in here, but he doesn't really need it. He works, chems, and sleeps. That's pretty much his life. The purser in Commandant's place, very well set up here for doing business at all hours of the night, just in case. But yeah, this came out pretty good. I mean, in terms of theme, and it's one of the rare Minutemen theme builds I've ever done. I don't really do Minutemen theme builds, but this character is an older one, and she had absolutely murdered the Institute and the Brotherhood. So, just seemed fitting that we do a Minutemen build of some type here, even though this could be just any sort of random settler settlement, other than the fact that it's so huge and well equipped and complete. Got the clinic sign just in case, you know, they can read. Hey man, how you doing? You bored? Can't get out? Probably pathing issues. Who knows? But yeah, the barracks is here. These are all, you know, lift, whatever. And then this place is, hey, look, she's sitting in the chair. Yay. Oh yeah, and for some reason they're all ghouls. I don't know why it amused me to make them all ghouls, but they are. Okay, so that is it. Finally got around to doing this thing. My New Year's resolution, of course, one of my sort of off-brand resolutions is to finally catch up with all these builds that I've been doing on the streams I've never actually toured, because I get stuck. You know, I want to decorate them, but I hate decorating in vanilla, so I'm just going to tour them undecorated, and you can see at least what the structures look like. And then if you want to watch how it was put together, I mean, literally I built this entire thing on camera, so I will leave a link to that in the description below. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for stopping by, watching this, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I'd appreciate you clicking that like button down there. Let YouTube and other people know that this is something that might be interesting to watch. And if you are new to the channel and this is the first thing you are seeing and you like this kind of thing, click subscribe and there will be more of this kind of thing. I do stream building on Sundays at noon Central Time, and I do streaming other times during the week, and occasionally we'll actually post a finished tour. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of these soon. I want to thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, y'all.